With the release of Opening Night on Thursday, fans including me are wondering, is the band going back on tour? I actually got a comment about it on one of my recent videos, and that got me thinking, what would the set list look like? I saw a video a while ago talking about the perfect set list for the band, but that was during the Car era when everyone thought the band was done forever and would never come back. Now though, we have a brand new song and a collaboration album that's scheduled to come out March 6th. So with all of that in mind, I wanted to make my own set list, kind of a comeback tour set list. So first, let's set some rules. I wanted to follow a few guidelines to keep myself from just throwing in all of my favorite songs. Rule number 1, every song on the set list can't be from the Royal Albert Hall live album set list, except for Storm and Are You Mine, because those are basically staple Arctic Monkeys songs and are almost always performed at concerts. Rule number 2 is that the setlist has to be realistic, something the band might actually play. This means well-known songs and a setlist that's fairly concise. And finally, rule number 3, I wanted to use around 20 songs. The Royal Albert Hall setlist had exactly 20 songs on it, so I wanted to stay in that same range of songs. For the record, I ended up with 23. With all that said, let's actually talk about the songs I picked. Throughout this whole video, while I'm talking about the setlist I made, I'm going to have a picture of the Royal Albert Hall live album setlist on screen, along with a picture of my own setlist beside it, just for comparison, and so you can see the songs I picked. Anyway, the first song is Opening Night. I won't talk about every single song in extreme detail because we'd be here forever, but this one is pretty self-explanatory. It's the newest song and it's a perfect way to open the concert. Next is Storm. This song is almost always played at concerts, and it's usually the part where the band introduces itself, so it absolutely has to be here. After that, I went with There Better Be a Mirror Ball. I know the band already toured during the Car era, but I didn't ever get to see it, so I want to include the song just for some more Car representation. Then there's Fire and the Thud. I thought this would be a great humbug pick and would keep the darker Mirror Ball vibe going. Next are Fireside and Mad Sounds. With these two songs, I think it could be either or both. They could switch it up every concert to be something kind of cool for the fans to keep track of. I just think they both work super well for a comeback type of concert, and it would sound super good. After that is Big Ideas. Again, I put a Car song, but it's slower and more beautiful, and it would be a good break from the previous tracks. Then there's My Propeller, another great humbug song that would really bring those deep, moody vibes into the performance. Next up is One for the Road. I'll admit I'm a bit biased here because my dad and I play this song all the time, but it's a super underrated AM track, and I think it'd be cool to hear in concert. Now we're finally going to get to the favorite worst Nightmare songs with Teddy Picker, which is a fast-paced song from the early albums that would really pick the energy back up. The next idea is a bit weird, but hear me out. On the Royal Albert Hall album, they played 1 Point Perspective. If you've ever heard Tranquility Base Hotel and Casino, then you know that that song goes directly into American sports. While 1 Point Perspective has been played live before, American sports hasn't. My idea is that they play the outro to 1 Point Perspective and then transition into American sports. I think it'd be kind of like a cool way to spice up the concert. After that, we have another favorite worst nightmare song with If You Were There, Beware. It's super underrated, and I think it would continue that 1 point perspective feel just a bit darker. Now we're back to the car with Sculptures of Anything Goes. I was going to put Body Paint here, but I feel like that song is always picked over Sculptures of Anything Goes, and I want this to get some exposure. The next song I have is the one I'm most excited about, if they ever even do this set, and that's Perhaps Vampire Is a Bit Strong, but it's such a great jam out song from whatever people say I am. That's what I'm not, and I honestly think hearing it from the band now would sound incredible. At this point, we're about halfway through the set, and the next song is The Jeweler's Hands. It's a super underrated humbug track and one that would seriously spice up the set. After that, we go back to an early song with A Certain Romance. I think this song just needs to be here purely for the nostalgia. Then we get into Suck It and See with the Hellcat Spangled Sha-La-La-La. This would sound amazing live with the heavy bass and the more upbeat feel. Next are two tranquility-based songs, Science Fiction and Bat Phone. Both are side by side on the album. I think in concert it would also sound super good. They're also pretty underplayed. Then we have another Suck It and See song with Love Is a Laser Quest. It's not the most upbeat or fast song, but it works super well as a transition into the final section of the set. After that comes Ultra Cheese and Perfect Sense in that order. These are the closing track of their own respective albums, and they're both amazing. They would perfectly summarize the entire concert as a emotional kind of closer. However, we can't completely end the entire concert without playing Are You Mine. This song has to be on the set, and it's a perfect end to the concert. If you've ever seen an Arctic Monkeys live show since AM, chances are this song was played at the very end. Okay, so maybe I lied about not going too in depth on every song, but with all of that said, I think this turned out to be a pretty solid set list. It's roughly the same length as the Royal Albert Hall live albums and includes at least a few songs from each album. I actually made both set lists into a playlist, and I checked the runtime, and they both actually came out exactly to 1 hour and 26 minutes, so it works out perfectly. Anyway, thank you so much for sticking with me through this giant rant, and thank you so much for watching. Let me know in the comments what your ideal set list would be, or if you would rearrange mine. And again, thank you so much. Bonus content warning. Okay, so this is a unscripted section, and if you watch the entire previous part, this is kind of like a bonus content kind of part for my own personal set that I would do if I could build it. So I'm not gonna go like in order or anything. I'm just gonna say some songs because I didn't schedule this at all. I just kind of wanted to include like a little special thing in the episode. So I definitely put Opening Night. It sounds so good. Newest song, it's got to go on there. Then I would put 4 out of 5 as it's my favorite song of all time and by the band. Then I'd probably put Star Treatment, another great song off of the same album. Then I'd go more niche into the singles and extended plays, like Fright-Lined Dining Room, or Electricity, or The Afternoon's Hat, and Anyways. Those kind of style songs I think would be so good live, as they aren't ever played. Oh, and also Stop the World, I Want to Get Off With You would be so good, because it's never been performed at a concert before, and I've seen a bunch of fans talk about how they have to play it, and I totally agree. They should definitely play it. It's such a good song. Other than that, like songs from the main 7 albums themselves, probably go with like One for the Road, as I said before. Probably some car songs like Sculpture of Anything Goes, Perfect Sense, Big Ideas. Oh, I do like Hello You. It's a pretty good song, and I don't think it gets talked about a lot. I'd also put If You Were There, Beware, Do Me a Favor. It's also a super good song. Some humbug picks would be definitely Crying Lightning, Dance Little Liar, what about Suck It and See? Suck It and See, I'd probably put Hellcat Spangled, Sha-La-La-La. I'd also put Reckless Serenade. I also like That's Where You're Wrong, the ending track off the album. I think it's pretty good. I mean, it's a bit more poppy, but it sounds pretty good. Whatever people say, That's What I'm Not songs. Let's see. Definitely A Certain Romance. I think that'd be a good one. I do like Fake Tales of San Francisco. That's a pretty good one. I bet that You Look Good on the Dance Floor would be a good one. Anyway, I think that's pretty much all of them. Thank you for sticking around. If you saw this far, then that's actually crazy. Like, if you even stuck around at all for this, that's insane. So if you see this, comment, I saw everything and I'm scared. I don't know, I just wanted to say something to comment. Don't comment if you don't want to. It's totally fine. It's totally fine. Anyway, with all of that, thank you for watching, and I hope you have a great day. And go hear Tranquility Base. Good album. If you haven't ever heard it, go hear it right now.